On November 27, 1989, 107 innocent people were killed in an explosion on Avianca Flight 203 from Bogota to Cali, Colombia. This terrorist attack was ordered by the notorious narco Pablo Escobar. The intended target of the bombing was a man named Cesar Gaviria, who was one of the many Colombian politicians who favored Escobar's extradition to the USA for drug trafficking. The only reason why Escobar resorted to such a brutal assassination attempt is that Gaviria was too hard to get to through more traditional and less destructive means. In a tragic plot twist, Gaviria wasn't even on the plane. He changed his mind about boarding the flight shortly beforehand due to security concerns. The fact that Gaviria survived long enough to outlive Pablo and become the president of Colombia is a testament to the quality of his security detail. Pablo firmly believed that a grave in Colombia was better than a prison cell in the USA, and he stood on business in that regard, as he would eventually die in the streets of Colombia. Anyway, it was a nasty incident, and one of the many terrorist attacks that eventually led to Escobar losing favor with much of the world inside and outside of Colombia. One question I've always had was, how did they get the bomb on the plane? And second, how did it detonate? In the popular series Narcos, a young boy is depicted as being tricked by Escobar and his crew. He's given what he believes is a recording device, and is told to record a conversation on the plane. The kid is so happy and honored to be of service to the patron, Don Pablo Escobar, but unbeknownst to the kid, in reality, the recording device is a bomb made by an associate of Escobar's cartel. The kid boards the plane, takes out the device, presses record, then boom, the plane explodes. This version of events always struck me as odd and cruel, but I wasn't exactly sure how it went down. Well, according to Pablo Escobar's son, that's actually not the way it happened. Pablo Escobar definitely ordered the bombing, but he didn't trick anyone into boarding the plane with the bomb. Instead, one of his associates named Carlos Castaño found a kid with a terminal illness and promised the kid's family a large sum of money for doing the deed. These kids were called suizos, which is a mispronunciation of the word suicidio, which means suicide in Spanish. These kinds of people were apparently used for other attacks ordered by Escobar. This makes a lot more sense to me, as the poverty in Colombia is so intense that I can easily imagine a family willingly sacrificing a sick kid to get some extra money. As someone who has spent some time in Colombia, I know that even in recent times, there are, for example, orphanages, in which the main threat to the children are the parents, who will give them to groups for all types of weird stuff such as organ harvesting, prostitution, and so forth. What do you think? Did you watch the series Narcos or know anything about this tragic attack? There's so many conflicting bits of information about this incident, it's hard to fully put it all together.